we're going to discuss the rainforest. There is a video that goes along with this session, so if you can't find it, you can easily go to the YouTube and look for Saving the Rainforest. All right, Bernard, would you like to say hello, and then we will start today's session?
Hello, Priscilla. We start the new station.
Okay, fantastic. So Bernard, if you'll look at the top, you'll see the heading, Saving the Rainforest. Let's
Yes.
talk about that for a moment. What exactly does saving the rainforest mean to you?
Oh, I'm going to cheat.
Okay, there is no cheating in conversational English. The goal is to keep you talking.
Oh,
So,
yes, but
so
it's very
it,
difficult. Uh,
mhm,
Saving forest is,
mhm,
for example, as absorbing carbon dioxide because rainforests help to reduce the effects of worldwide climate change.
mhm.
And
Good.
in addition to the important role rainforests play in the Earth climates,
Mhm.
also they also are an important home to about half of the species of plants and wildlife on the planet.
Okay,
So,
and that word is going to be wildlife. That word is going to be wildlife.
wildlife
Mm-hmm.
is the life of the animal that not pets,
Uh-huh.
that dangerous animals or animals who are free in their site.
Okay, that's good enough for me. I think that's sufficient. And here are our key vocabulary words in section 2. Could you
Yes.
could you just read those quickly for me? The key vocabulary. The sounds of the rainforest were overwhelming.
The sound of the rainforest, the sound of the forest were overwhelming. There was a constant cacophony of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Illegal logging is threatening the existence of the rainforest. There's a sanctuary for all animals in the rainforest. The ranger gave us a tour to the forest, on the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Deforestation results in the emission of greenhouse gases.
Okay.
I couldn't see the monkey. It was hidden by the tree canopy.
Okay, that is going to be it was hidden by the tree canopy.
It was hidden by the tree canopy.
Good.
Nobody noticed the sun. It was so faint.
Okay, number 7. Nobody noticed the sound. It was so faint.
Nobody noticed the sound. It was softened.
Okay, 8.
We need to find a deterrent to stop illegal logging.
Very good. Now, based upon these sentences, did you understand the word that is underlined? Did you understand these words that are
Yes,
underlined?
yes, because yesterday I tried to do that. Yes, cacophony
Mm-hmm.
is a loud mixture of different unpleasant sounds.
Very good. Okay.
Logging is the activity of business of cutting down trees.
Okay.
A sanctuary is a place where wildlife is protected.
Wild. That's wildlife. Wildlife.
Wildlife.
Uh-huh.
A ranger is a person in charge of managing and protecting part of public forest.
Mm-hmm.
Greenhouse gases are gases which cause a gradual warming on the surface of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
The canopy is the highest branches of a tree which provide cover for the sun.
Good.
Fence is not very clear.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Deterrent is uh, is something that discourages someone for doing something, is the opposite of incentive.
Very good. Very nicely done. Now, when we look down below, it says before you watch, but we've already watched the video. One of the things that we want to do is try to remember what was it that we didn't hear. in the rainforest? Which was difficult to hear in the boreal
Oh, yes,
rainforest?
yes. It's difficult to hear in the rainforest the chainsaws.
Okay, that would be chain saws. Chain saws. It was difficult.
Chainsaws.
Okay, again,
Chainsaws.
very good.
Chainsaws.
Very good. It was difficult to hear the chainsaws.
Yes.
Number two, what was the big surprise about the rainforest? Do you remember?
It was a big surprise to know that there was a cell phone network.
Mm-hmm. Very good. There was a cell phone network. Number three,
What's the second highest contributor to climate change? The second highest contributor to climate change is deforestation.
fantastic. Good.
But I
What?
don't know what is the first.
Oh, deforestation?
No, the highest contributor to climate change is the second. The second highest contributor is deforestation. But
Well, no, I'm sorry, the second highest is going to be I think it's going to be, isn't it C? C is going to be the second highest to the climate change. Deforestation is going to be the removal of the trees. And we remove the trees for industrial purposes. So the answer, of course, is down below. So let's just go down to C. What is the answer for our question? Let's see. Emerge, emerge, emerge. We're cheating. Let's see. What do you remember? And I'm looking for it again. Verbs, phrasal verbs. I think the answer's in here someplace. Well, I don't see where the answer is, but let's just say that we'll come back to that one and we'll talk more. I won't make the decision because I could very easily be incorrect too. So now we're going to look at,
what percentage of rainforest logging is illegal?
do you remember?
19%.
90%. And
Yes.
number 5?
Why is it a good idea? Why is it a good idea to use cell phones to detect the sound of chainsaws?
Mhm.
They are cheap and full of sensors.
Very good. Number 6?
Why was it challenging to build a solar panel to power the cell phones? Why is it challenging to build a solar panel to power the cell phone?
Mhm.
Because the tree canopies block sunlight.
Very good. And you need that sunlight to power the cell phones. All right, number 7?
Why was it important to hide the device hub in the tree canopy? Because to keep them hidden from loggers.
Okay, to keep them hidden from loggers.
Hidden from loggers.
Very good.
Don't
And
loggers could steal it.
well, they wouldn't steal it. Well, they would steal it, but they would remove them so they would not be caught doing the illegal logging.
Yes.
And number 8?
How did people around the world respond to the news of this operation? They started sending their old mobile devices.
Very good. They started sending their old mobile devices. Good. Okay, so you've
After
done it.
that, I didn't have the time to look at this part of the exercise.
All
and
right.
It seems to me very difficult.
All right. Well, let's just stop there. And now we will do our conversation and we'll just talk in real time as if we were having the dialogue. Ultimately, that is your goal, is to talk in real time in English. So this article, Bernard, was about saving the rainforest. What did you think of the idea of giving away old cell phones that could be hidden in the canopies of the trees? What did you think about that idea?
I think it's a compulsory idea. If you don't hidden the cell phone at the top of the tree,
Mm-hmm.
the loggers could steal the phones.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the loggers could steal the phones, but the idea in itself, whether the loggers would steal it or whether the loggers would not steal it, do you think it's a great idea to use the cell phones?
Yes, because it's cheap,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a good way to preserve the planet, because millions of cell phones are thrown away every year,
Mm-hmm.
and
So
you
it seems then those electronic pieces or components that are in the cell phone, individuals are just throwing them away already. So what better use to give them to someone that could put them in the rainforest so that it could capture sounds without spending too much money?
yes.
Mhm. Now, we read about and we saw in the video loggers, and we saw the word logging. Here are two different words, but they're very similar. Logging and lodging. What is the difference between the two?
Oh, I don't know. Logging is to cut down a tree.
Good.
Lodging, I don't know, perhaps living in a house.
Yes, that's exactly correct. Lodging is a place where you sleep, stay, or spend the night. Sometimes it's in a hotel. Logging is when you actually cut down something. You're breaking something into several different pieces. Very good. Now, we also talked about the sanctuary. So if we're talking about the sanctuary, what exactly are we talking about? Are we talking about something in the church, or are we talking about a place in the rainforest? And I'd like for you to try and tell me what the difference is between the two.
A sanctuary is a place where you are protected from the others. You are not in danger. It's a holy place. It's often a holy place.
Mm-hmm.
If you talk about
Mm-hmm.
religions,
Good.
it could be a place like in the rainforest where you are protected by the loggers, you are protected by the hunters for the
Mm-hmm.
wildlife.
Wild life.
Wildlife.
Wildlife. Good. Good. So in this case, then, the sanctuary for humans is quite similar to the sanctuary for the animals in the rainforest. Very good. Very good. Now, when we talk about canopies, I know if I were to go camping, I might put up a canopy and sleep under the canopy. In the rainforest, is that the type of canopy that they're speaking of? Is someone putting up a tent, or is it something else?
When you're in the rainforest, if I understand well, I'm not sure, but uh, it's really different. You can camp in a rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
You're under the canopy and you're in the shadow, you're in a wet ground, and it's different that the canopy you can find on the beach. When you're on the, well, you
Yeah,
are under a canopy on the beach,
like an
you
umbrella, like an umbrella.
it's like an umbrella. It's like an umbrella. You could sleep easily and quietly under the canopy trees.
Very good. Very good. So the canopies actually provide shelter and cover for the animals that live in the rainforest. Excellent. Very good. Now, what questions could you ask me about the rainforest or anything that you read, whether it was clear or not so very clear? What
Oh,
questions can I answer for you?
yes, I try to to make the exercise about the verbs,
Mm-hmm.
and it was yesterday evening, and it seems to me very difficult. But perhaps it will be another times, I suppose, because
Okay. Well, this is probably a very good time to look at those. Those are what we would call phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, and I would encourage you to actually learn the phrasal verbs, some phrasal verbs, because it expedites your speaking ability. It speeds up your speaking if you can say a few phrases or several phrases in your conversation. For example, we had the word, I think, be very noticeable. Be very noticeable is the same as saying to stick out. Be very noticeable is the same as saying stick out. So if you did not want someone to see you or to see the cell phones, they did not want them to stick out because they did not want the cell phones to be very noticeable. For
I
this
think
reason,
hidden, in fact.
yes, yes. Well, stick out is the opposite of hidden. If it's hidden, it will not stick out. If it
Ah,
sticks out, it is not
okay.
hidden. It is the opposite.
Well,
All right.
the opposite of hidden is stick out.
That is correct.
Okay.
And emerge is also the same as stick out. To
Okay.
emerge is to come out, to display, or to show. Can you think of some other phrasal verbs that were in the article?
Can you see?
Can you think of any others? You have the document, I believe. Are
No,
there any?
no.
Okay.
I just print
Okay.
the text and the solution. I
Oh,
try. Perhaps I need to try by myself about that.
well, no,
But
that's fine. That's fine. Let me
but
see. Let me see if I can think of. There was one that says appear and arrive. Appear and arrive. That means to show up. Appear and arrive. It means to show up. Um, and to get rid of something that you no longer want is to dispose of it. Dispose of something. So you get rid of something that you do not want anymore. All right.
diff- as, but before we finish, because it
Mm-hmm.
will be finished now,
Okay.
we need to program the next session
Okay.
for next week. Perhaps, do you remember? I, I I've lost a lot of your time yesterday.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's no problem. Well, you can do this two ways. You can look at it outside of class to determine when you want to have your next class and send me a message, or you can take the time now and we can decide what is the best time for you. I
Yes,
think when
you
I
can
think
decide now.
okay, we're looking at perhaps in the afternoon for your classes, similar
Yes,
to about this time of day.
yes.
All
About this
right.
time of day, it could be good.
Okay.
For me, it's good, but for you,
Well, it's good for me. Anytime is good for me. If it isn't, I will let you
no,
know.
not any time, not in the night.
Well, it doesn't really matter because I want you to understand that what I do is teach, and I arrange my schedule so that I can sleep and I can teach because I live here in the West, that most of my students are going to be either going to bed when I typically would be getting up. So it doesn't matter. Do not concern yourself with my time. I want it to be most convenient for you when you are alert. All
Uh,
right. So
what's
is this time good for you?
the best time for me? It's in the
Hmm.
morning at about 11:30 or 11.
Okay.
11
So
in the morning. So we have 6 hours, it seems for me, to difference between the US in your area and in me. And for you, it will be about 5 o'clock p.m. Perhaps it's too
don't
early.
do not worry about the time for me. Find and select the best time for you. So
Okay,
would the best time for you be 5 hours earlier than this time? No?
the best time for me
Hmm.
would be, for example, in the morning at 11 o'clock in French hour.
Okay, what time is it in France now? What time is it right now?
It's 7. It's 23 past 7
Okay, PM.
p.m.
Okay, and you would like 11 o'clock a.m.?
11 o'clock a.m.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, that's 7, 6, 5, 4.
I don't want to disturb you.
It will not disturb me. All right. So this is what I'm going to have. I'm going to give you an assignment to do. I live in Eastern Standard Time. I want you to convert the time. And then when you send it to me, I will tell you what time it will be in your country. That might be easier for you, or at least easier for me. Do you understand? So right now for me, it is 1:25 p.m. And 6 hours from here, it would, previously would be 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. About 7 a.m. in the morning, which would be perfectly fine. 7, 8, 9, any of those times. Any time is good. It could be 12 o'clock midnight. That would be fine.
Please, you need to be a little slowly because
okay, well, let's just leave it.
Particularly with the number and the
All right.
hours.
Okay, well, let me ask you again. Right now, you said that it is 7 p.m. for you. 7 o'clock p.m. It's 7 o'clock p.m. for you now.
Yes, 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so if it's about 7 o'clock p.m. for you now, the difference would be 7 o'clock a.m. for me. 6 hours would be 7 o'clock a.m. for me. Okay, so that's fine. That would give us our 6 hours.
Yes, the difference between our country is 6 hours. Yeah.
Okay, so right now it is, what time? It's 7 p.m. for you, and it is 1:30 for me. 12, 1:30. Oh, well, no, that's not going to be right either. There is a clock. There is a clock. You can look at the universal clock. Let me see if I can find the link for us. I won't be able to share the screen to show it to you though, but I can certainly find the link, I think, for the universal clock. Okay, universal clock. Where's that clock?
Unfortunately, when you talk me about the text, I could understand. I couldn't understand nearly 80% of what you say. But when you speak like this, I'm a bit lost.
All right. Well, what is going to happen, it takes time. It's going to take time for you to still capture my voice, the rhythm of which I speak. But I have mastered, well, not necessarily mastered, but I understand you very clearly. And it could be because I listen to so many people with different accents that I can a little easier grasp what you're saying. So, Bernard, here is the world clock.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
I want you to look at the world clock once our session ends. When our session ends today, it will be 1:30 p.m. for me.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
I want you to look at your clock and determine what time your sessions will be best for you.
I can tell you because next Friday, next week, if you want, for example, Monday the 20th.
Okay. Okay. Monday the 20th.
Monday the 20th at, for example, 11:30 French time. For you, it's about 5:30
Okay.
in the morning. Is it possible?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay, so Monday at 11, half past 11 French hour. Okay. Yes?
That will be
And
perfect. Mhm.
okay. And for example, for example, first day, was it possible? Is it possible at the same time?
This coming next Thursday. Yes.
Next Thursday at first day, the 23.
Okay. Yes, that will be fine.
Okay, so Monday, the 20 at half past 11, and Thursday, the 23 at half past 11 French hour. Is it possible?
Yes, that is correct. So
So we have programmed two lessons.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. Now I'm going to make sure that I'll go in and change those dates that we have set. As you look at them, if they do not match up with what you think, then you can just let me know. Well, thank you so much, Bernard, for our session today. It was my pleasure to meet with you. We will review again this lesson after you look at the recording. We'll see where our weaknesses are and what we will need to do different. Thank you for now.
Bye
Have a
bye.
nice day.
Thank you for your patience.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for your patience as well. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.